Thanks for checking up, son. Check it out. So, listen, hip-hop has changed. If you one of the people who love hip-hop in the 90s, the golden era, it's changed, motherfucker. Okay, get used to it. Now, not only in sonically have we seen the change, but we've definitely seen a change in content, okay? Back in the 90s, even the 2000s, we heard rappers rap about being kingpins, okay? They were bosses. Everybody want to be Tony Montana. Everybody want to be El Chapo. Everybody want to be motherfucking Pablo Escobar. Nowadays, these niggas want to be Tyrone Biggums from motherfucking The Chappelle Show. These niggas are fiends. Now, here's the thing, because back in the day, and I'm saying back in the day like it's not like 5 years ago pretty much, niggas wasn't really fucking with no homosexuals, okay? To keep it real, the thought of a gay rapper or some rapper coming in wearing a dress was kind of asinine. You'd be like, yo, what the fuck? That can't happen. We're going to chase him out of here. He's going to get beat up, blah, blah, blah. But we seen Young Thug. He came out rocking a dress. He's called niggas love, babe, boo. I mean, shit, he's a cross-dresser, shit. We don't know. He might be homosexual. We don't know, okay? However, we've seen that if the person drops good music, people say, fuck it. It's just thugger, okay? Which kind of is giving some life to the possibility that a gay rapper could actually succeed in hip-hop. Now, in other genres, a little bit different, right? Think about Frank Ocean. He came out saying he was slobbering on cocks. And, I mean, listen, not everybody could rock with his song. I don't know. Listen, there's an unsettling feeling when I hear this motherfucker sing. I don't know if he's talking about making love to a her or a he. I don't know, okay? So I have to be, like, cautious not listening to his music. But that's like R&B, okay? But in rap, where you're rapping about trapping, you're a real nigga, this, that, and third, if you homosexual, that might cause people to really not fuck with you. Now, recently, the person who came out, and y'all know what it is, okay? We knew he was gay from day one, okay? He found out he was gay in 2017. Now, Makonnen recently came on Twitter, and he says, I'm gay, y'all. So basically, he said he gay. Okay, he gay. We all knew he was gay, but whatever, he found out then. Now, the Migos actually reacted because they were asked, actually, about what they felt about Makonnen coming out as being gay, and they just thought it was crazy, all right? Basically, they responded, and again, they don't have the exact word-for-word quote. They kind of broke it up, but you could kind of get the sentiment behind how they were reacting. Basically, the Migos said, damn, Makonnen. And then he said, listen, he said they supported him because the interviewer mentioned that, yo, he's getting a lot of support on Twitter. Now, I can tell you the truth. If you come out as being gay, transsexual, you want some other shit, like, people are going to support you on Twitter. Twitter is all about that. Love wins. They rocking with it, okay? Now, a lot of people who might not be rocking with it, you can't be that vocal on Twitter, okay? But those people still exist, right? So, basically, the Migos, they're kind of surprised, like, wait, they supported Makonnen? Like, he gay, they support him? And I'm guessing the interviewer is prodded now because the interviewer is like, listen, I mean, what's up? What you mean? Now, Offset says, that's because the world is fucked up. And then Takeoff says, yo, the world ain't right. And then basically Quavo came back around and says, we ain't saying it's nothing wrong with the gays, okay? And then he then continued to say he first came out talking about trapping and selling mollies, doing all that. He says it's whack, bro. Now, let's have some real talk. That PC shit, don't come over here for it, okay? Listen, we know there's a push. If somebody's gay or has an alternative lifestyle, you got to embrace them, right? Because you will get backlash, blah, blah, blah. But people could have difference of opinions, okay? Now, the Migos, they definitely spoke in a non-PC way. The PC way to address is that, oh, hey, I'm glad he's living his truth. That's great for him, okay? I'm glad he's finally living up to what he actually is, and he does not have to pretend. But of course, the Migos are looking at it. And by the way, I want to stop it right here because I know they're going to get painted out to be homophobic because pretty much just like in a lot of cases, you can't be critical of race relations without being called a racist. You can't be critical of people's sexuality without being called homophobic. Now, the Migos, they didn't say they don't fuck with gays, okay? They're actually critiquing Makonnen. They're saying, yo, that nigga came out really on some other shit when he first came out, which was basically kind of opposite of what he's coming out now to say. So basically, they're saying he was frauding. He came out admitting he was frauding, and everybody's acting like it's cool, and they're supporting him, okay? Now, you might be like, well, Makonnen just rapped about, like, trapping and, like, drugs. That doesn't mean he couldn't be homosexual, but there's many references in Makonnen's music where clearly he is coming off to be a heterosexual individual. So clearly he was lying. Now, for some people, you might be like, yo, it's none of our business. However, it's still deceiving the fans, okay? That's what the Migos are saying. I got to clean it up a little bit because I could tell when a shitstorm's about to come down. These guys have one of the biggest songs in the country. Their album just went #1, and niggas are ready just to say they're homophobic, okay? They ain't say they don't fuck with homosexuals. They're just saying that nigga was a fraud. He was lying. People are supporting him just because he's now telling the truth? That's what's up. Imagine Slim Jesus, right? People stopped supporting Slim Jesus in the majority after they found out that, wait, you're really not busting your guns? You're really just lying? You're really just making it up? So everybody jumped off the bandwagon at that point. Now, the Migos are surprised because people are supporting or starting to support Makonnen just because he's saying he was lying in the past or he's admitting he's gay. That's basically what they're saying. And I got to really clean it up a little bit because I'm telling you, these social justice warriors, they will flip it into something to say the group is homophobic and basically try to blackball him, all right? He ain't say nothing about that, and I got to clear it up for them, okay? Sometimes in hip-hop, and by the way, I don't know who printed this article. I think the way they put it definitely phrases them to be somewhat open to being called homophobic, okay? That right, a bit of cleaned up, okay? Give a comment, make sure you guys like them and subscribe. This is the reason why you do video interviews as well, right? Reading this shit, you're like, damn, yo, the Migos don't fuck with gays. You might think that, right? But I guarantee if you hear it, it's probably nothing like that. That's the reason why text interviews, and by the way, a lot of people blasted Rolling Stone in the past for taking them out of context because they'll spin what you say in a context that actually gets the story to sell, okay? Give a comment, make sure you guys like them and subscribe to Akademiks. I'm out.